Welcome to Education Mastery. If you are preparing for UGC NET, TET, SET exams, you are in the right place. See, in this video, we are going to learn most important PYQs in Research Aptitude unit. See, first, mail questionnaire, observation, interview, and collective questionnaire or instances of. Here I am conducting research. I am taking directly data from them. It's first-hand information. So it's a primary sources, secondary sources, personal sources, tertiary sources. Answer is primary. It's first-hand information. Okay, primary sources are original, first-hand accounts or evidence like diaries, interviews, research articles, or historical documents. And secondary sources, interpretations or analysis of primary sources. Okay, from primary sources, some interpretations they have done like textbooks, reviews, or articles that summarize and discuss original research. And these two are very important. Primary sources, you're taking information. Okay, it's new, first-hand information. You're directly taking data from them. And tertiary sources, it's compile and summarize information to primary and secondary sources. It's tertiary. Okay, offering broad overview, often found in encyclopedia, textbooks, and indexes. And these two are very important. Primary, secondary sources. Okay, next. The principles of fundamental research are used in. Fundamental research is a foundation. It's a basic research. So action research, applied research, philosophical research, and historical research. See, it's these fundamental research principles, we can use it in applied research. It gives you foundation. Okay, so answer is applied research. So fundamental, otherwise called as basic, it builds new knowledge and theories. Then applied research solves specific practical problems using existing knowledge. We already know some knowledge, we already have knowledge there. Okay, so practical problems, it's key term there. So practical problems, we can use our existing knowledge. Then fundamental research provides a foundation and applied research puts it into action. Okay, action research, real world problems by trying out solutions and seeing what works. Okay, even in schools, we use action research. Okay, for real world problems, we have to use action research. Sometimes in UGC and PYQ, some situations they give. Okay, what kind of research conducted there? Okay, like that also they ask questions. Next, philosophical research. It explores fundamental questions about existence, knowledge, values, and reason. Okay, this is all key terms there. Existence, knowledge, it related with philosophies. Okay, so critical thinking, analysis, and logical argumentation to understand concepts and principles to guide human thought and behavior. This is philosophical research. Then historical research, it deals with some past events. Okay, that is key term there, past events. Okay, so ideas by analyzing historical records, documents, and artifacts. It aims to understand and interpret the past to provide insights into how it shapes the present and future. Okay, historical past events. Next, in which of the following research method the emphasis laid on naturalistic setting and meaning giving process? Naturalistic setting. See, we are not making any setup there. Okay, it's natural. There, it comes under qualitative research. So ex post facto method, case study method, experimental method, descriptive survey method. See, ex post, experimental, descriptive, it all comes under quantitative method. Okay, case study is qualitative there. So naturalistic setting and meaning giving process. Now, case study. The case study method often takes place in a naturalistic setting. Naturalistic setting means studies the subject in its real life environment without manipulation. Manipulation, we cannot change any variables there. Okay. Then an in-depth examination. This is key term for case study. In-depth examination. We can do case study for a person. Okay. For a single person we can do, or group we can do, or any situation you can explore. So case study. This is one kind of research, case study research. So it provides detailed insights but may not be generalizable to broader population. This is very important. Okay. So broader population. So we are doing research about that particular thing. So we cannot generalize. Next, experimental research. Experimental research, one of the very important research, it has manipulation. That is key term there. We have two variables in research, independent variable, dependent variable. So manipulation, we can do it for independent variable in experimental research. Okay, we have two groups in experimental research, experimental group, control group. Okay, control group, we don't give any treatment. For experimental group, we give treatment. Then we compare. Okay, that is experimental research. Say example, the effect of a new teaching method on student performance by assigning one group to use the new method and another to use the traditional method. Then comparing the result. This is called experimental research. Always experimental research has two groups. Okay, cause and effect. This is also key term there. Cause is there, effect is there. Okay, cause is there. Here see, new teaching method. How it improves student performance. Okay, next. Ex post facto method. This research method investigates the cause and effect relationship. Here also, like experimental research, we have cause and effect, but by analyzing existing data, it's already happened there, or events after they have occurred. So without manipulating, it's all already happened there. Okay, so we cannot manipulate anything in ex post facto. Okay, example, investigating how students' performance was affected by different teaching methods after the methods have already been implemented. Okay, that action was already done. Now we are doing research. That is ex post facto method. But experimental method, it's ongoing. Okay, we have two groups. We are checking whether the teaching method is proper. Okay, next. Descriptive research focuses on describing characteristics or phenomena without manipulating. We cannot do any changes here. Okay, only its characteristics we are finding there. So what question and is often used in surveys or case studies? Okay, we cannot change anything there. As it is, we are doing. In depth, we are doing. Oh, a survey asking high school students about their study habits and time management to understand how they vary across different grade levels. Okay, say survey asking high school students about their study habits. Okay, their study habits and time management. Just we are checking. Okay, we are not changing anything in this. So it's descriptive research. Next, when in a process of reasoning observation is followed by theory, hypothesis and interpretation, that approach to research is known as, we have two kinds of reasoning. Important. Inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. And some books, they have given abductive reasoning also. Isn't it? Some kinds are there, but these two are very important. Inductive, deductive. See here where it starts. When in a process of reasoning, observation is followed by theory. Okay, hypothesis and interpretation. Something is there, some specific theory is there. From there we have started. Okay, so it's specific to general. This is inductive. Specific to general is inductive. Always I, how do we write I? Like this I we write. Just you make it cross like this. This is specific. This is general. Some of the books they have given like triangle, isn't it? So here specific, here general. Okay, general in triangle. They give like triangle there. See, here if I have triangle here, see here I have triangle. Okay, this is specific. Some specific thing we have started and observation we are doing. So it's general. This is general, from specific to general. Okay, I we are writing like this, no? I like this we write, just you make it like cross. So this is specific, this is general. This triangle, keep doing. Okay. Next, inductive reasoning starts with specific observation and broader generalizations. Okay, observing that the sun has risen in the east every morning for years and concluding the sun always rises in the east. A specific thing we observe, every day sun rises in the east side. Then we come to conclusion, it's sun, oh, it rises every day. Okay, then deductive reasoning starts with a general principle and applies it to specific cases to draw conclusion. Okay, all birds have feathers. So like this we have started here. Here we have started, general principle is there. Here general principle is there. Okay, then we are coming to the specific case. Like this you remember. Okay, this is general thing. Many things are there. General things are there. From here we start. Okay, all birds have feathers. It's general principle. Penguin is a bird, specific case. Then we can conclude that a penguin has feathers. Okay. I used to remember in this way. Okay, if you find it easy, you keep it in mind. Okay, you try in this way. Now, next question. The study of why does a stressful living result in heart attack can be classified as descriptive research, explanatory research, correlational research, feasibility research. Here, only we are finding why. What is the reason behind? Isn't it? This is explanatory research. Okay. In descriptive research, only characteristics we find. Correlational research, relationship we find. Feasibility research, why? That research really it's worth to conduct. That is feasibility. Okay. See, explanatory research seeks to explain why and how phenomena occur by exploring and clarifying underlying reasons or mechanisms. Okay, real reason behind those things we'll find in explanatory research. Even in experimental research, we have cause and effect, manipulation we do, but only research we conduct and results we do. Conclusion part we write, but in explanatory, even more in depth we do. Okay, it's not like case study, but in depth reason we find here in explanatory research. Next, autoethnography is an approach that analyzes. Okay, autoethnography. Auto we know it's personal. So personal experience, autobiography, we say no. So it's my experience. That is autoethnography. Okay. Next, autoethnography, a research method where the researcher uses personal experiences and reflections to explore and analyze cultural and social phenomena. Is experience. Okay. It combines personal narrative with cultural analysis to provide insights into broader societal issues. Okay, ethnography, he went to that spot and researcher need to conduct the research there. That is ethnography. He has to mingle there with that culture. Then he needs to do research. That is ethnography. So a research method where the researcher immerses themselves in the community or group to observe and study their behavior, culture, and practices. And what are the things he noticed there? And he is having some personal experience that reflects in autoethnography. Okay, next. Both qualitative and quantitative research are concerned with. See, we have methods are there in research. Qualitative method, quantitative method, and mixed method also. Okay, qualitative method, it deals with emotions. Okay, in quantitative method, everything, data we collect, numerical part, statistical calculations are there in quantitative research. Then mixed method, we need to do both, quantitative also, qualitative also. Okay, so data reduction, artificial setting, uniformity of data, social fantasy. Answer is data reduction. See, whichever method we need to collect the data. The process of simplifying and condensing large volume of data to make it more manageable and focused, that is reduction. Okay, so this involves filtering out irrelevant information, summarizing key points and highlighting essential patterns or trends. Okay, so whichever data we have collected, which is all important, we need to do there to get conclusion. Okay, for qualitative part, it comes some statistical part. If it comes under mixed method. Okay, qualitative emotions, it deals with attitude, behavior, emotions. That is qualitative part. Qualitative data, descriptive, non-numerical information that provides insights into concepts, experiences, or phenomena. It is often collected through interviews, observations, or open-ended surveys. When we need to do research, when we collect qualitative data, we have focus group there. We need to collect data through interviews we can do, or observations we can do, or open-ended surveys we can conduct. Then example, see interview responses describing students' feelings about their classroom environment. Okay, feelings, emotions, everything comes under qualitative data. Then quantitative data, numerical information that can be measured and analyzed statistically. That is the key term there. Statistics, that is quantitative. Quantity deals with numbers. So it provides data on quantities and is often collected through surveys and closed-ended questions or experiments we do. Then need to allot some marks for that. Okay. Then we have to do some statistical part. Example, test scores of students or the number of hours spent studying per week. Okay. This is qualitative, quantitative. Mixed method, both the methods. Okay. So which one of the following is a non-probability sampling? Example is purposive. See, there are two: probability sampling, non-probability sampling. See, probability sampling, a method where every member of a population has a chance of being selected. That is probability. Everyone has chance there to get selected. So simple random sampling. It's fishbowl method we see. Isn't it? Drawing names from a hat. Anything. Okay, next. Every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. That is simple random sampling. Next, systematic sampling, selecting every nth member of a list. If I have 500 people, every 10th person I select. That is systematic sampling. Next, stratified sampling, dividing the population into subgroups. We call it as stratas. First, we make the groups and sampling from each subgroup. Some persons, we take it from those groups. That is stratified. Sampling students from different grade levels separately. Next, cluster sampling, dividing the population into clusters. First, I'll make it like a group, big groups, clusters, and randomly selecting entire clusters. Randomly, whichever cluster I need, I can select it randomly. So selecting random schools in a district and surveying all students in those schools. Before we conduct research, sampling, which kind of sampling we are doing, what kind of samples we need to decide everything before itself. Now, non-probability sampling. See here, we can't say everyone get chance there. Okay, there are some kinds. Convenient sampling. So selecting participant based on ease of access. Okay, whomever I can access very easily, I can take them. Okay, it depends our convenience. Judgmental or purposive sampling. Selecting participant based on specific characteristics or expertise. According to my research, whomever I need to select. That is purposive. Interviewing experts in the field of detailed insights. Okay, so that is purposive sampling, judgmental sampling. Then snowball sampling, asking initial participants to refer others useful for art to reach population. It's like a snowball. Okay, it starts from one, then E refers someone, like that it goes. Okay, then quota sampling, ensuring that specific characteristics are represented in the sample, but not using random selection. Okay, interviewing a set number of people from different age groups or demographics. So whichever, according to my research, whomever is having that characteristics, I select them. Characteristics are represented in that is quota sample. Then, if the dress of a person doesn't reflect or predict his voting behavior, the assumption is off. Okay, positive correlation, zero correlation, partial correlation, fragmented correlation. Where do we have correlation? Whenever we are doing quantitative research, we need to compare two things. Okay, here study time and study time with which one we can do? Children intelligence. Okay, so now I'm comparing these two. That time correlation will come. So positive correlation is if study time increases, intelligence will increase. If study time increases, if intelligence decreases, that is negative correlation. Zero correlation, nothing, no change. They don't have any relationship. That is zero correlation. Okay, your answer is zero correlation. It doesn't reflect. Dress of a person doesn't reflect or predict his voting behavior. We can't say. We cannot predict with his dress. So positive correlation, as one variable increases, the other also increases. That is positive. We have two variables, independent variable, dependent variable. Okay. So example, our studied and exam score. Students who study more tend to score higher on exam. So both are increasing. So that's positive correlation. Negative correlation, as one variable increases, other decreases. Exercise and body weight. As exercise increases, but weight may decrease. Okay, next, zero correlation, no relationship between the variable. Next, example here, shoe size and intelligence. We don't have any relationship here. Shoe size is different, intelligence is different. So changes in one have no effect on that. That is zero correlation. Next, a good review of research literature aims at review of research literature. Before we start our research, we need to conduct review of research literature. Review of research literature. So related to our research, okay, overall conducted research in that topic, we need to make ourselves thorough in those things. Then we need to make our research questions. So generates research questions and validating those questions answer. Okay. See, we have to find research gap there. Okay. What is the purpose to doing same research again? So we have to find what is the gap there. Okay. Some part, maybe some researchers have not done. That is called research gap. Okay. What are the things are done and what is not done? So that is research gap there. So we need to find the research gap. When we start to do research literature, then only we can find what is the research gap. Okay. Next. So a good review of literature helps in identifying gaps in existing research. Existing research means research I've done. These research I've done before itself, which can then be used to generate new research questions. It also validates these questions by demonstrating their relevance and significance based on their existing body of knowledge. Okay. This video sure will help you. Most of the topics we have covered. Still some more topics are there. I'm trying to make one more video for this research aptitude. Subscribe this channel. Sure, this channel will help you to crack your NET or SET exams. Okay. Thank you so much.